If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. Looking for PTGO codes? Photon Store has all the latest sets and promos instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be opening up the Pokemon product from Lost Origin that Pokemon sent me. So very grateful for them. Thank you so much to TPCI for providing this product for me to open. And these are the booster packs that I got from playing the London Open, which I didn't do well in it. I went 5-5 with Arc Intel. So I have these to open up as well, but I'm more interested in the Lost Origin product. I definitely don't have the appropriate nail length to open these up. Okay, well, I was struggling with the plastic, so I decided to just remove the plastic out of everything, and so here we go. The first build and battle, which I've actually never opened one of these myself. You get some building tips, surpass the point of no return, and building tips, and you get checklist. Pretty cool. But yeah, never opened one of these since I've never attended. Well, it's been over 15 years since I've attended a pre-release. So we have the Machamp, Lost Origin Machamp. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, this Pokemon gets 150 HP, so 300 single prize Pokemon, which is really strong. And then Strong Arm Lariat does 100 damage, and you may do 100 more damage, and if you do it during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. This actually seems quite decent, and please don't tell me I'm going to struggle with this plastic as well. We have our, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to leave this here on the side. We're not going to open that. I'm just going to open up the booster packs. I'm going to clean up the space though, so we can appreciate the cards. So everything is just off camera for a little bit. So first, Lost Origin pack opening right here. I'm just gonna take a look. Oh, very nice. Already getting a hit, a Radiant Steelix, pretty nice. Energy Stream, attach up to 2 metal energies from your discard pile to this Pokemon, so decent. And then Destructive Finish, 60 plus discard cards from the top of your deck until only 1 card remains. This attack does 3 more damage for each energy card you discarded in this way. So a way to close out the game, I guess, but definitely high cost of using it, especially because you can't use another Radiant in your deck if you're playing this one. The card seems to be peeling a little bit already over here, so that's unfortunate, but nice to start off with a Radiant hit, and then nothing else really relevant in the pack as far as I could tell. So hopefully get some more interesting Lost Zone cards in our packs. Okay, I see something very shiny. A Fantina, Rainbow Rare Fantina, which is pretty cool. You can only use this card. You can use this card only if you have 10 or more cards in the Lost Zone. And during your opponent's next turn, all of your Pokemon take 120 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V. So pretty cool. I did feature a Hizuya and Gudra V-Star deck that used 2 of these. So maybe this will actually be playable. And then we have Toolbox. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck and reveal any number of Pokemon tool cards you find there and put them into your hand. Komala. All just a dream. This Pokemon has lived and is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack. Your opponent can't take any prize cards. Nice. And then we have Colress Experiment, a very good competitive card. You'll look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put 3 of them into your hand, put the other cards in the Lost Zone. So this card will be very good for Giratina V-Star decks. I'm gonna put this hit aside. I believe Jinx also has potential. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon, then your active Pokemon is now confused. Nothing too special. The Landorus is also pretty mediocre, but this is a cool competitive card and the toolbox. Like I just like separating potentially useful cards. All right, so next up we have another hit, a Magnezone V. So that's a hit per pack. That's really cool. Magnezone V, magnetic tension, switch one response bench Pokemon with your active Pokemon. This attack does 40 damage to your active Pokemon for 2 energies. That's not great. And then splitting being 90 damage. This attack does 3 damage to 2 response bench Pokemon. That's decent. I generally don't remember what Magnezone V Star does, so if we pull one, then I could talk about it, or I probably show Magnezone V Star right there for with editing so that you can take a look at it. And then finally we have the Lost Vacuum. You can use this card only if you put another card from your hand in the Lost Zone, and you choose a Pokemon tool attached to any Pokemon or any stadium in play, and you put it in the Lost Zone as well. So decent card, I guess. Definitely playable. So I'll put that in the playable pile. And then for our last Lost Origin pack, can we get another hit? I mean, we did get a holo and a reverse holo Colress Experiment, so that's pretty cool. And we have a Beautifly. Once you return, you may draw cards and you'll have 6 cards in your hand. So for stage 2, I mean, it's support. It's not great setting up a stage 2, but like, why would you play this instead of P-Barrel? But you never know. Maybe Forest of Giant Plants makes a comeback. And we have the Arc Phone. Look at the top card of your deck. You may switch that card with one of your face down price cards. That is interesting. Definitely interesting. I wonder if the Wormpole family has something that helps you evolve into Beautifly faster. So I will say, I know some of the big cards from the set. I did make videos about the set, of course, and about potential future decks about this, but I usually don't take a look at new cards until they're like relevant for my next tournament. So that's why, okay, double Machamp. That's why you're not seeing me like know a lot of the cards. That's because I don't pay attention to the new cards until I need to know about them to potentially win the next tournament that I'm going to. So that would be why. All right, so no hit this time. We do get another Landorus. We do get the Mirage Gate and another Fantina, so the regular Fantina, but we do get the Mirage Gate. You can use this card only if you have 7 or more cards in the Lost Zone. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, and then shuffle your deck. So this will be a pretty big card in Lost Zone decks. With the Comfey Engine with Giratina V-Star is a really good card to pull. And then we have the non-holo Fantina to go with the one we pulled. So not a bad pack, but not great. Next up, like one build battle had a like holo or higher rare in every pack, and then this one just didn't. Okay, we have a Kingdra. In this one, what does Kingdra do? Once you're in your turn, you may have either player shuffle their hand and put at the bottom of their deck. If that player put any cards on the bottom of their deck, and this way they draw 4 cards. So really interesting. It's an ability Marnie, but once again on a stage 2, probably not great. And then we have Misfortune Sisters. Look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck and discard any number of item cards you find there. Your opponent shuffles the other cards back into your deck. So this is going to be a very good card for control decks, both in standard and in expanded. I've definitely seen a Snorlax deck that features that, a Pokemon Go Snorlax deck. So that'll be interesting to take a look at in a future deck review. All right. Next up, we have this. Next. Alright, so this pack, no hit once again. Does reappear to anything? Not really. We get a Fantina, so that's pretty nice. And then we do get Gift Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. So this Gift Energy is very relevant to Regigigas decks. You can attach it to your active Regi, they knock it out, then you get to draw 7 cards. They don't knock it out, well then they needed to Ghost, and then your hand probably didn't get affected. So really nice, and this will probably be, I think I already showed the code, so I guess you can have this one. Really nice card for Regigigas decks. And if you've been a Tablemon follower, even if you're a newcomer, you probably arrived because I did get top 17, unfortunately, at the Pokemon Championships with Regigigas, so there we go. Alright, another white code, so I think that's good. Alright, we get another gift energy, which is awesome. We get Lost City, but we most importantly get two really good cards. First, we have Radiant Gardevoir. Really cool looking card, and I'm a big fan of Gardevoir because of the success I had with it at tournaments. And all of your Pokemon take 20 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V. So very nice card, and defensive decks like Arkinto, like Hizuya and Gudra. I'm sure there will be many decks where this card helps with some mats. It's a consistent minus 20 damage. Then the attack is not terrible. Psychic, 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. If there's Psychic weak, then it could be good. So very nice card to get here. 2 Radiants from the set already. And then we have the Comfey. This is going to be the most sought out card from the set. Flower selecting ability. Once during your turn, this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top 2 cards from your deck and put one of them into your hand, and you put the other card in the lost zone. So that is how you will be comboing this with Colress's Experiment, to put enough cards in the lost zone to be able to utilize your Mirage Gate and start powering up the Giratina V-Star. So we have the triple cards pulled, very nice, and this is just from the build a battle thing. So very competitive card, very good card right there. And then we got a V-Star thing, and I guess Lost City is also pretty good. Whenever a Pokemon, either yours or opponent's, is knocked out, put that Pokemon in the lost zone instead of the discard pile. So it could sort of benefit you perhaps in terms of putting more cards in the lost zone to activate the lost zone effects, but you can also play it in a defensive way to take a knockout, for example, in a Reggie, right, in a Regigigas deck, and then that Pokemon doesn't get discarded, gets to the lost zone, and therefore it can never be recovered again. So could be an interesting deck depending on what the metagame looks like. And so, not bad, yeah, really good pulls, I would say, from the build battles. A Rainbow Rare thing. Sorry, I'm moving the camera, I hit the tripod. Not very good at this whole pack opening thing. So we're gonna leave the pulls here. I really wish I could open this to see what's in there. I mean, I'm guessing some playable trainers, but we won't be looking into those right now. And so I'll put all these cards over here, and now we're gonna open up the Elite Trainer box. Did talk quite a bit in those pack openings. We're gonna get rid of all the stuff. We get our sleeves, of course. We get our 2 codes. Why do I get 2 codes? What are the 2 codes? Is this a mistake? They both say Lost Origin Elite Trainer box. Maybe this is a mistake. I'm honestly not sure. Alright, we get a bunch of energies, which after you've been playing for 20 years, the one thing you don't need is energies. And then we get the V-Star, these things, dies, separators. But what we want are the packs. So let's jump into those, shall we? Alright. So pack number 1. We have nothing. Roserade, not really. We get Lady, the reprints that was hyped, and then we were all disappointed. Nothing really. I mean, I guess the Hisuian Growlithe potentially for a Hisuian Arcanine deck, but not really. Alright, so next pack. The white background is the one that we want, right? So another no. Oh wait, what? Okay, well, never mind. Full art Misfortune Sister, so I can play fully blinked out control decks. Now I definitely, I don't usually play full arts for the most part, so definitely that's available for trade. Sableye is pretty cool card. You can see the Lost Zone features. and the Lost Mine attack, which is barely readable because of the reverse holo effect, but you can use this attack only if you have 10 or more cards in Lost Zone and you put 12 counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So 1 energy, 120 damage from a single pricer, not bad at all. Comes with a hefty price because of the Lost Zone cards, but if you're already Lost Zoning cards, it's a nice attacker, a nice single price attacker in decks like Giratina V-Star, so not bad at all. Alright. So next we have finally a white code, which tells us nothing, as we had a black code in the previous one and I pulled that. Okay, we got another Lost Vacuum and then we get a Resume. Search your deck for up to 3 evolution Pokemon that don't have a rule box, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So potentially good in like B-Roll and Teal decks, but I think using your supporter to search for Pokemon is just very, very underwhelming. And we get the Glacier, so no Ice Rider or Calyrex in this one. Mr. Mime, you get to play Rock Paper Scissors, and Relicanth, meh. Nothing to impact. Okay, this should go in the playable pile though. Alright. Another white code, so what does that mean? I mean, cool card, right? Cool card, free retreat, cast form, nice art with the Sharon. Nothing too fancy though. Panic Mask. Panic Mask, prevent all damage done to a Pokemon discards attached to it, attacks from opponent's Pokemon that have 40 HP or less remaining. This is not a very good card. I'm gonna put it on the playable pile, yes, but not because it's playable, just because it's an item. And I like having 4 copies of like all items and supporters on me, just in case there's some weird use for them out of the blue, a niche use for tournaments. Alright, we got a reverse holo Arc Phone, we got a turned around V-Star, and we got a Parasect. When you play Pokemon from your hand to evolve, you may make both active Pokemon sleep and poison, so why would you put your own Pokemon to sleep? I don't know. Meh, nothing good here. So not getting the best pulls in the Elite Trainer box. The build battle were best. We've only gotten 1 pull, and we only have 3 packs left, so we really need to pick this up. Alright, black code. That means we got a Holo Orbeetle, a lady that searches energy, Iscan, draw 2 cards if your active Pokemon is Hisuian, has Hisuian in its name, draw 2 more cards, meh. And Orbeetle. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may attach up to 300 cards from your opponent's discard pile to your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So I guess it comes with Orbeetle VMAX in a way, but meh, nothing great in this one either. Okay, 2 packs. Can we pull something good out of these 2 packs? Honestly, it's been a very underwhelming Elite Trainer box so far. Nope. I mean, this is playable, I guess. The Cramorant, if you have 4 more cards in Lost Zone, you ignore all energy in this Pokemon's attack cost, so you can spit innocently for 110 damage immediately or early on, which is nice. After using a couple Comfades, Watsy set up the Mirage Gate, and Walsey set up the Giratina V-Star, and then finally we get a Kyurem V. So once again, nothing too impactful. Kyurem V Max seems good, but I feel like it's a little too energy intensive, and being weak to metal and Regis I think will be a better deck now than it used to be, so it's just not great to play VMAXs overall unless you can prevent basically on attacks like Flying Pikachu VMAX. Rapid Freeze, attach any number of water energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon any way you like, so not a bad attack for sure, especially if you bucket quite a bit on turn 1, but meh. So pretty meh. Elite Trainer box in terms of pulls. We have only two Pokemon V pulled. We got 2 Radiants pulled. We only got 3 Holo cards. We got 2 Full Art Supporters, well, 1 Full Art, 1 Rainbow, and then 1 Character Rare. So did get a few playable stuff, but not enough of a playset for anything. So yeah, sorry, I don't get super excited when I pull these sort of cards. There wasn't anything super exciting anyways. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this opening, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. And thank you so much to Pokemon for sending me the product. Bye bye.